Thank you Brilliant for sponsoring today's video. More on them later. This is Jangamu Bay in Moçambique. Beneath the waves, a vibrant world thrives. Home to giants. In August, I spent almost 2 weeks in this paradise. I was part of a megafauna expedition of 10 people organized by Mads and Love the Oceans. Respectively, a person and an organization you should definitely check out. The main goals of this expedition were to dive, have fun, and look for whales, whale sharks, and mantas. I hope you enjoy this video as we make our way through Mozambican waters, exploring its wonders. Not without ups and downs. The first part of our trip was quite the adventure already. Our flight from Maputo to Inhambane, which was the province we were staying at, had been cancelled. So we all had to take a 10-hour drive transfer from Maputo after some of us had already been traveling for 24 hours. But after a 9-hour drive, we made it to our destination. We were all very tired, but also really excited for the days to come. And I just couldn't wait to get in the water. But it wasn't going to be as easy as I had thought. The next day was really windy, and we could not launch the boat to go diving or looking for whales. But we soon found out that would not stop the whales from coming to us. From the balcony of our bungalows, we could see whales all around, breaching, flapping their tails, waving. It was pretty awesome. Unfortunately, I do not have a zoom lens to capture these moments in a way that makes them justice, but I can definitely say this was one of the best views to wake up to I have ever seen. Because of the strong wind, our first 2 days in Jangamu were spent getting to know each other, walking along the beach and visiting the nearby town and the city of Inhambane. I really liked getting to meet the local people and learn about their culture and history. I also loved walking through the markets and checking out the handcrafts. I am not the best at haggling, but I still got a couple of good deals. Or at least I think so. On the third day, we finally made it in the water. After a short boat ride, the time we had all been waiting for had arrived. It was time to back roll into the water. Despite poor visibility, the life in the coral reefs was immediately visible. This was especially special for me, because I had never dived in a tropical reef before. I had snorkeled, but never dived. We immediately spotted some typical coral reef species, like damselfish, triggerfish, puffers, porcupine fish, cleaner wrasses, and many anemones. There were so many anemones that one of the dive sites was called the Anemone Garden. And between their tentacles, we could see their typical companions, clownfish. Just chillin' amongst their tentacles. Well, maybe I wouldn't really call it chillin'. In the first couple of diving days, the swell was strong, and the little guys had to swim pretty hard to stay close to their anemones. There are around 30 known species of clownfish, and they all form a relationship with anemones. Anemones are toxic to most fish. However, clownfish produce a coat of mucus that covers their body and makes them invulnerable to their host's stings. This results in a beautiful relationship of mutual symbiosis. The anemone offers protection, and the clownfish provides the anemone with food in the form of detritus and waste, while also scaring away potential predators. In fact, clownfish are quite territorial and will defend their anemone with fierce determination. Just look at this guy taking me on. Badass. But the clownfish were not always alone swimming around their anemone. They were sometimes also accompanied by domino damselfish. There is much less known about the relationship between damselfish and anemones, but it's still quite common to see them, especially this species, nearby their tentacular friends. We dived a total of 8 times during our trip. We were hoping to see some of the big giants we had heard of. I was especially hoping to see manta rays. I love them, but I have never seen one in the wild. We visited several sites, all with breathtaking life. Beautiful corals, sponges, and many different types of nudibranchs, which unfortunately I can barely film with my GoPro because they are very tiny. We also saw fish of all shapes and sizes. Some of my favorites were definitely the porcupine fish. Look at their cute face. We saw long spine and black blotched porcupine fish. They are often confused with pufferfish, but unlike puffers, porcupine fish have spines that shoot up when they inflate. However, both can inflate by swallowing water when threatened. This is extremely stressful for the fish and might even end up killing them, so please do not attempt to make them inflate. We also did see pufferfish. This was one of my favorites, a blue box pufferfish. I only saw it this one time, but it was so pretty. I just loved its colors. And I also saw what I think was a thornback cowfish, which apparently is relatively rare. So that was cool. They are generally solitary and feed on invertebrates exposed by jets of water from their mouth blowing away sand. We also saw a lionfish, many soldier-fish, tangs, a huge octopus, butterfly fish, and schools of goatfish and sea goldies. Also, honorable mention to the largest eels I've ever seen. This particular one was surrounded by plankton. In fact, the entire area was filled with plankton, which is probably one of the main reasons why so many big animals feed in this area. The reefs were literally just full of life. It was incredible. We reached our last diving day, and my dream to see a manta ray in the wild had still not been fulfilled. But I had hopes for our last dive site. It was called Manta Reef. This reef is full of cleaning stations, where cleaner wrasses remove dead skin and parasites from their clients, usually other fish. Unfortunately, the reef is not as healthy as it once was, which was made evident by the overgrowth of sea urchins in some areas. Sea urchins are common in healthy reefs as well, but when we see more of them than usual, this typically means that they are feeding on overgrowing algae that are growing over coral, which is not good. People here think that one of the main reasons for this reef's decay is the disturbance of the cleaning stations by divers. Cleaning stations are of vital importance to maintaining a reef healthy by keeping the fish healthy. Despite this not being the healthiest of reefs, it seems like it has been recovering over the past years, and it was still an unbelievable dive. There were so many triggerfish. Trumpetfish, which I love, very cool looking corals, and a sleeping turtle in a cave. Believe me, it was there. But unfortunately, no signs of manta rays. But there were signs of other giants. Very loud signs. These are humpback whales. We couldn't see them, but just listening to them was a feeling I cannot describe. You can feel it in your entire body. Humpback whales can produce sounds that travel tens of thousands of kilometers through the water, but these ones were probably much closer than that. In fact, after some of our dives, our boat was visited by some very curious baby humpbacks. Some even tried to come really close to the boat, but it seemed like the mothers were not very happy about it. And we saw so many of them, and also some humpback dolphins, which was cool. Not only after diving, but also during our ocean safaris. during which we would just cruise the ocean for 2 hours, enjoying the ocean breeze and looking for marine life.
So nice. Everyone was fantastic. The mood was so good. Such good vibes. I didn't talk anything throughout the whole trip, but I did get a lot of B-roll, as you probably have literally just seen since I was doing the voiceover. Probably. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm the last one here. Everyone has left already. I'm taking a plane tomorrow back to Maputo, and then I'm staying one night. Oh my god, you will not hear anything with this one. But anyways, then I'm staying one night in Maputo, and I go back to Vienna. A whale! I'm gonna miss this dude. Damn, dudes. I'm really gonna miss whales! They're too far. I don't think my you can see it if I film it through my phone, but I'm so gonna miss this. I'm going to miss opening my door and seeing this view, and seeing whales breaching, and just seeing the ocean, really. Unfortunately, we did not see whale sharks nor manta rays. It's still on my to-do list. It's still on my checklist of things to see underwater. We did see a bunch of really cool stuff. So many cool fish. So many cool invertebrates. It was lovely. And anyways, you can't have it all. We saw a lot of whales breaching. This means that more adventures to come. Hopefully, one of them I will see a whale shark and a manta ray, and I'm sure I'll be able to share that with you. I'm going to go for a little walk now on the beach and enjoy the rest of my day here. So can this sea breeze take it home with me?
Even though I didn't get to see manta rays or whale sharks, I had some incredible experiences with amazing people. Did some stand-up paddling, dived in a tropical coral reef for the first time, and got to see many fish I had never seen before in the wild. And of course, I was blessed with the view of humpback whales every single day. There is not much more one can ask for. Dear friends, I hope you enjoyed sharing this short journey through Mozambican waters with me. I want to thank my Patreons for making all this possible, and you for watching this video. And if you are interested in marine biology or science, you should really consider checking out today's sponsor, Brilliant. I've been aware of Brilliant for a long time, and when they contacted me to sponsor this video, I was really happy. They are all about getting people engaged with computer science, different scientific fields, and scientific thinking through interactive and fun courses. I get often asked whether being good at math is necessary to become a marine biologist. And like for many scientific fields, you don't need to know hardcore maths to be a marine biologist, but you do need to have a certain way of looking at problems and solving them. And good news, Brilliant has courses to train that. For example, this one focuses specifically on scientific thinking. It helps you understand the world around you through a scientific lens by solving fun puzzles accompanied by explanations. It's fun, and it's a great way to practice being a better thinker. Brilliant has thousands of lessons, and they are constantly adding new material. So if you are looking towards improving your problem-solving skills or learn about a particular scientific field, Brilliant is what you are looking for. To get started for free, visit brilliant.org/See&me or click on the link in the description. The first 200 people to click on the link will get 20% off Brilliant's annual premium subscription. Thank you very much, Brilliant, for sponsoring today's video. If you want to support what I do and see more videos like this or other marine-related content, my Patreon is down below, my affiliate links, my book, and my clothes store, everything down below. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.